everyone, Big Pauly back for another festive episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. Oh yes, baby. Hang on a minute, I've got to stick my hand up my jumper. Ooh. Oh, yes, baby. We are illuminated. Oh, dear me. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, it's flashing all over the place. I can't see where I'm going. Fantastic. Right. Oh, my God. Look at it. Oh, blimey, that's going to freak some drivers out if I walk around town with this on. Right. So, shall we have a look, see what's in the Poundland bin? What we're going to pick out today. I've got some festive treats. My Weight Watchers is taking a little break for a week or two. I'm not going to go over the top. I'm not going to go mad. Don't worry. I've picked myself up a bag of chocolate sprouts because you're just like, you have to. Plus also, I thought, oh, fucking hell, it's flashing right in my face. I can't see. I thought I'd pick up some crisps and try a few of these crisps. Mackies of Scotland from B&M. Turkey and stuffing flavour. And if we don't like those, we can try pigs in blankets. Or maybe I'll just mix a bit of each together and we'll see how it goes. And meanwhile munching on one of my sprouts. Yes, anyway, let's get on with it. Let's find out what we're going to pick out today. Yay! Oh yes, okay, so it's the festive Poundland bin. Are you ready? I should have put some Christmas stickers on it, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's a stupid idea. Ho, ho, ho. Here we go then. Oh, look, I've got one right from the bottom and it's sealed. Oh, bugger, the tinsels just fell off the Poundland bin. I knew I should have taped it. Right, okay. Okie dokie. Sealed. Rightio. Okay. What is today's... I'm going to really have to turn these lights off in this jumper in a minute because it's doing my head in. But I'll wait until it's darkness so we can have a look, see what it's like. Probably people over the road think there's some giant blue Christmas tree in here or something. What we got? Oh, it's upside down. That's not good, is it? Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting. It's inspired by true events. I've heard of this one. Oh. It's called The Connolly. The colony. It's the colony, not the Connolly. Emma Watson, oh yeah, Daniel Brühl, and Michael Nick or something. Incredible. Inspired by true events. The colony, the colony tells the harrowing true story of Lena and Daniel, a young couple who become entangled in a Chilean cult in 1973. What does that mean? It's cold in 1973. It's a bit chilly. When Daniel is brutally abducted by the military's secret police, Lena embarks on a desperate search for her boyfriend. Okay, wow. Okay, so let's give it a watch, shall we? Oh, yes, baby. Okie dokie. So, here we go. Let's open it up. Oh, look, we got the same picture on there. No digital code. Okie dokie. Down to the player. In you go. And let's do it. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, yes. Oh, look at it lighting up my four chins. Oh, let's settle down then, shall we? Right, okay. Let's have some pigs in blankets. yeah, all over the place. And then we should also throw on top some turkey and stuffing and see what that's like. Oh, let's have one of these. Oh, very nice. Oh. Mmm. Oh, yes, baby. Okay. Oh, got my festive crispies. They're quite nice, they are. Lovely. Okay. Let's watch The Colony. Yay! Got the title right. Okay, so this started out being a political thriller. Now it's some weird ass cult shit. Oh, Hermione, what shit have you got mixed up with here?
So you want to marry, eh? Who would want to marry you, you ugly, stinking cunt? I can't hear you. Speak up, woman. I thought you come out here, the ugly cunt.
What the fuck? He's really okay. Come on, guys, ditch this bunch of weird twats and get the fuck out of this place. Oh, Lena, you should have taken the potato knife and shoved it into her fucking neck. Oh, shit. Run. Get on the fucking plane!
Lena! They've cancelled our clearance.
Floor it! Just fucking floor it!
Do you read?
Oh yes, that's my boy! Okay, so, The Colony. Okay, wow. Okay, I wasn't quite expecting that. I wasn't really familiar with a lot of the storyline of it. All I knew is it's some kind of political thriller. But yes, it started out with the Chilean uprising in 1973. And it stars Emma Watson and Daniel Bruhl, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's a photographer. Kind of like a protester that's protesting like the Chilean government and all that kind of shit, trying to get like freedom in the country. And Emma Watson plays a stewardess or a flight attendant, as you call them these days. And on one of her flights, she flights into Chile and meets up with her boyfriend, and he's actually called Daniel in the film, so that's quite handy actually. But one day the police, the local military police, are rounding up all the local troublemakers that are responsible for this protesting in Chile, and especially Daniel, because he's responsible for creating these posters that have been spread all over the place, you know, for the uprising. And they catch up with him and take them both kind of like hostage to this football stadium. It's kind of like a bit reminiscent of some of those scenes in Children of Men, where they're all rounded up. He gets identified as being one of the main ringleaders of this uprising, and he gets taken away and gets taken to this facility. We don't know where it is, this facility, and they start doing torture shit on him. Electric shock therapy and all that kind of stuff, and he's chained to this bed. And while investigating the whereabouts of where Daniel has been taken, Emma's character, Lena, finds out that he's been taken to somewhere out in this woods, out in the forest, called the Colony of Dignity. Well, that sounds quite like a nice place. No, it's not. It's not. All of a sudden, a political thriller turns into a cult movie. Cult, I said. Yes, it's this establishment where it's kind of a bit like Amish as well, where these people are kept prisoner. The women are kept, you know, from sort of like growing up from when they were young kids. You've got men there. They all follow certain routines. It's very, well, very cultish. But it is the kind of place that you would imagine one of these big religious cults led by a big religious nutcase. Yes, so in order to go and try and find her boyfriend, Lena, played by Emma, decides to break down the boundaries of herself and go to this place. Be submitted, get inside, pretend to be someone that's looking for God and that kind of shit. And she gets taken in, she's shown the ropes, she's given this room with all these other women, a crappy old bed. It's very harsh. There's like a Nurse Ratched type character in there that runs all the women, and she's quite brutal. She's quite a brutal cow. And if these women do something wrong or they don't believe or that kind of shit, they get taken before all these sort of like a congress of men, and they all beat the shit out of them. Yes, very undignified. And the whole establishment is run by this guy Paul Schaefer, which is played by this Michael Nyqvist up the top there, and he's actually quite good in it. I think I might have seen him in something before, but he plays the cult leader and he is really good. He is someone you really hate, but he plays it so well. And he's in league with like the Chilean military. You know, they want him to supply them with weapons and gas and all that kind of shit. I mean, this is based on true events, but I'm not familiar with the true events. And at the end of the film, they actually show photographs of the actual place and tell you all about what happened, and what happened to Paul Schaefer as well, and that kind of thing. So anyway, while Lena is searching around this place trying to find Daniel, because of all the shock therapy and the beating that poor old Daniel had, he's kind of like not there. He's kind of like lost it. But has he? Or is he just pretending? But Lena soon meets up with Daniel and they kind of plot their escape from this place. To get out, alert the authorities, or just get out, because I wouldn't trust the authorities anyway. And being the photographer, he takes some photographs of this place. They stumble upon some underground caverns and tunnels that hopefully they'll be able to use to get out. And it turns into this mad, frantic escape to get out. Lots of tension to try and get out, get as far away as possible, and even towards the end when they're nearing their escape and they're nearing freedom. It's one of those nail-biting films that you just want them to just move. It's a very good film. I was expecting just a political thriller. I hadn't read too much into it, and I hadn't read too much into the back before I watched the film, so it was a pleasant surprise to find out exactly what this film was about and what this film involved. And it's amazing. It's amazing, this shit that went on. I mean, it's probably going on all over the world now in various places. But yeah, and this Paul Schaefer character, you start with, you don't know whether he's some kind of total loon religious nut, or if he's a bit of a paedophile. And it turns out he's a bit of both. But yeah, and these people get drawn in. These people get drawn into, oh, Heavenly Father kind of shit, you know. He'll show me the light. Gullible. But yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised by this. I think this is the type of film Lou might like. I know it's kind of brutal in some places, but the intrigue and the thriller of trying to get out of this place. Plus also Emma Watson. I mean, Daniel Bruhl was really good in it. But Emma Watson really stood out in this film, like she does in most of her roles. And she's got such a natural beauty about her. And even when she's stripped down and she's got no makeup and she's got dirty clothes and she's in this, you know, walking around this cult with all these other women, she stands out. She stands out because of her natural beauty. And I can't believe it's our little Hermione, all grown up now, doing these massive adult roles like this. And good on her for it, because I know Rupert Grint hasn't really had the strongest of post-Harry Potter roles. He's mainly into TV, doing TV roles. And Emma's, you know, she went to university to get her degrees and things like that. And she's done a bit of fashion and modelling and stuff like that. It's great that she's actually still sticking with her acting. And Daniel Radcliffe, I mean, he's just way out there, you know, role after role. So I'm glad these three haven't disappeared into obscurity, and that these three are getting the roles that they want and are being recognised as not just being Harry, Hermione and Ron, that they've actually established themselves outside of the Harry Potter universe. So good on them for that. And I always enjoy watching films with Daniel and especially Emma, to see what they bring to the table next. As I say, I haven't really seen much stuff that Rupert's done. I know he's done a few TV shows. But yes, I was very pleasantly surprised with this film, and it was a edge-of-the-seat, nail-biting thriller. The running time was 106 minutes. Didn't drag at all. A perfectly paced film. 5.1 DTS Master Audio 5.1, which was upscaled to Neuro on my system. Picture quality was quite good. It was quite good. Great, a little bit of grain, but very clean image. Showed all these dirty tunnels and this cult kind of out in the fields, that kind of thing, with these fences and that. So yes, it was kind of like a dirty-ish film, because of the setting in 1973 and that. So not really a colour popping movie, but very natural colours. So yes, The Colony. So yes, very pleasantly surprised. Would I see it again? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I am going to insist Lulu. I don't know about Claire, but I'm pretty sure that Lulu will probably want to see this film to see what Emma Watson has done. So yes, I'm going to pass that on to Lulu to get her to watch that. Okay, so a rating out of 10. I'm actually going to give it a strong 7. So that's pretty good. It's not right up there with really brilliant films, but it was a very gripping movie. So I'm happy to give that a 7. So let's find out where it's going this week. Okay, so so where are we going to put this? Is it going to go down here in the trash, or is it going to go over here on the shelf? Well, let's find out where The Colony's going. That's right, it's going up here with all the rest of my keeping ones. Look at this, look, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 so far. Still not too sure about Robot Overlord, so that might eventually go into the trash bin. But here we're getting our little pile here, and down here we're almost to the top, so we should be able to fit a few more in there before it goes to charity. So I hope you enjoyed my episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. We shall do it again next week. Maybe it'll be a little bit more festive, who knows? But yes, like the video by giving it a thumbs up, share it to all your folks and your friends and your family and strangers out on the street that you don't know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye!